Famous people. The Queen can't stand strict rules and protocols dictate the Queen could not publicly express any opinion on political matters. Regardless of the fact she met an impressive selection of world leaders, she was never allowed to tell them what she really thinks of them or their leadership. Clever as she was, she still managed to get her message across in a few cases. Here are some famous people the Queen, speculatively, couldn't stand. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please do well to hit the subscribe button, like and turn on the notification bell so as not to miss out on any news update. At number 1, Mick Jagger. Maybe Mick Jagger can impress all the ladies, but not Queen Elizabeth II. As reported in the Telegraph, he did excite Princess Margaret though, according to Jagger's biographer, Christopher Anderson. She was so fascinated with the rock star she built a villa next to him on the magical island Onassis, where they indulged in partying properly, as both well knew how. There is no record of them actually having an affair, but there was a flirtation going on there, definitely, as noted by Elsa Boker, wife of British diplomat Sir James Boker, via Daily Mail. The Queen was not happy about Margaret's untamed behavior, fearing scandals, or just general moral corruption. As stated by Anderson in the Daily Mail, with Jagger calling the Queen chief witch, their relationship was bound to become sour eventually. The Queen did not participate at Jagger's controversial night ceremony, due to her knee surgery. And apparently, she had preferred it that way, allegedly telling hospital staff, "I would much rather be here than at Buckingham Palace knighting at a certain party," Anderson told the Telegraph. Donald Trump. While the Queen has had reasonably warm relations with several United States presidents, Donald Trump is not one of them. He continuing his childish tantrums even when meeting the royals, managing to breach the protocol on several occasions on his visit in 2018. Although the rumors about him being late for his meeting with the Queen turned out to be false, he was actually late by only a minute. He turned his back on and walked ahead of the Queen during their protocol stroll past the family and officials, creating a storm of British disapproval, via Time. Was that intended or just a consequence of his excitement? He is one of the Queen's biggest fans after all, according to HuffPost. No one knows. It is true, on the other hand, he broke the royal code. One wonders if he ever read it at all. With Trump being excited about his relationship with Queen Elizabeth II, Her Majesty might not equally share the fascination. During Trump's United Kingdom visit in 2018, the Queen wore a brooch she got as a present from the Obamas, as reported by The Independent. Since it is known she liked to communicate through her jewelry and fashion accessories, one can only guess what her message was. Boris Johnson. According to journalist Vincent McCaviney, Prime Minister Boris Johnson made his first mistake during his very first audience with Queen Elizabeth II in 2019. Breaking protocol, he told everyone she stated that she does not understand why anyone would want to be Prime Minister. He was consequently told off by palace staff. Margaret Thatcher. The complicated relationship between the infamous Iron Lady and the Queen was depicted many times on screens and on paper. The Netflix series, The Crown, emphasizes respect the two women developed through the years, despite the numerous disputes, personal and official, they shared. Both were exceptional women with a mission, born only 6 months apart, via biography. Even if they had conflicting views on how to handle Great Britain, they did share some fundamental similarities, such as gender and age, which is rare in an environment so specific. Opposing political views turned out to be the biggest obstacle, with Queen Elizabeth II defending a centrist and consensual position while Thatcher had a more rigorous approach. According to Sunday Times, via AP News, things got very complicated in 1986, when Thatcher refused to impose economic sanctions on South Africa, opposing other Commonwealth members and the institution itself, which didn't sit well with the Queen, taking Commonwealth organization very seriously. The Queen felt Thatcher was destroying everything that was important to her, including their home country, and labeled Thatcher's policy as uncaring, confrontational, and divisive. But even the toughest ladies have a heart, mostly, and the Queen is no exception. After the Iron Lady was pushed out of Parliament by her own cabinet, the Queen invited her to a horse race event to show some support. Thatcher refused the invitation, but as reported by The Independent, felt flattered. Jacqueline Kennedy. Onassis' dislike between Queen Elizabeth II and the charming Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis was reciprocal, with both ladies being suspicious towards each other. The traditional queen did not appreciate the glamorous American, with her theatrical style and command of the media. Problems started in 1961, when the Kennedy couple visited Buckingham Palace and allegedly made some harsh comments about the appearance of the palace and the Queen herself. Onassis found the Queen's attire modest and not in line with the latest fashion, while, to her, the palace seemed outdated and worn-out feel. According to The Telegraph, Cecil Beaton, well-known British photographer and designer, reported in his diaries that Onassis stated she was simply unimpressed. But the conflict was stirred before the two women even met. According to the Reader's Digest, they disputed over the guest list at the protocol dinner. Onassis wanted to bring her sister, divorcee Princess Lee Radziwill, which did not sit well with the Queen, who opposed any kind of separation between married couples. Radziwill did attend the dinner at the end, but as a way of retaliation, the Queen withheld invitations for Princess Margaret and Princess Marina, both of whom Onassis was eager to meet. Onassis stated that she felt uncomfortable through the dinner, thinking the Queen resented me. Philip was nice, but nervous. One felt absolutely no relationship between them. Camilla Parker Bowles, regardless of the fact that the Queen has had the opportunity to meet almost anyone who matters during her extensive career, it seems she saves the most poisonous spikes for the people close to her. It is no secret how Camilla Parker Bowles, now the Duchess of Cornwall, came to the royal family. Always being the one and only for Prince Charles, Bowles was not a good match for him on paper, and the love affair had to be terminated. That did not stop Bowles or Charles from keeping the close connection, regardless of their marriage status. Their love survived, and in 2005, they finally got married. According to The Insider, the Queen and Prince Philip did not attend the ceremony, although they did visit the reception after it. To make the situation even more bitter, Prince Philip died on the exact day of Bowles and Charles's wedding anniversary, April 9. Diana, Princess of Wales, the complete opposite of Camilla Parker Bowles, Diana Spencer seemed like the perfect wife for the royal successor. But no one predicted how different she actually was from the rest of the royal family. Her emotional and sincere reactions puzzled the Queen, and while she was trying to be supportive at first, there were just too many things she did not approve of. One of the things Princess Diana did differently was how she brought up her two sons. Unlike other mothers in the British royal family, she wanted to spend as much time as she could with the children, which confused the Queen and broke royal protocol. Andrew Morton, a royal biographer, observed the Queen commenting at one point, "I don't understand why Diana has to do this. There are millions of housemaids around Meghan Markle by now. One can justifiably ask whether the Queen liked any of her daughters-in-law at all." While Kate Middleton managed to stay on the Queen's good books, this is not true for Meghan Markle, an American divorcee and actress who has brought turmoil to the royal family. Even those who know nothing about the royal drama are aware of the immense friction between these two. According to the Queen's strict standards, everything is wrong with Markle. She was married before. Her celebrity status added even more fodder to the British tabloids, of which the royals were regularly a constant. Her liberal views and openness as another people's princess at odds with royal establishment's more hands-off approach, via The Atlantic. She's wanted things she cannot have, like that special tiara for her wedding day that might have been stolen from some Russian Tsar, as noted by Marie Claire. In short, everything she does has seemed to be a mistake, firmly leading Prince Harry away from his family or the throne. The fact that Harry and she formally stepped down from their royal roles implies much. In addition to an explosive interview with Oprah that caused strife within the family, with the Queen none too pleased that the broadcast competed with her Commonwealth Day address, the latest faux pas that Markle caused, according to the BBC, was naming their new baby Lilibet. There are conflicting sources on whether the couple asked the Queen permission about using her special nickname as a name for their daughter. Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York. The Queen's resentment towards her daughter-in-law Sarah Ferguson started in the 90s, just before the divorce between Ferguson and Prince Andrew. According to Good Housekeeping, the marriage itself was bound to fail, but with Prince Andrew being Queen's favorite son, Ferguson stood no chance. She did the worst crime a respectable woman could commit, being followed by paparazzi and pictured on holiday with her lover, while still married to her royal husband. Ferguson was then excluded from the royal family, stepping into the already familiar role of the royal renegade. She did push it quite far, trying to sell access to her former husband to a News of the World reporter, via ET Online, at some point, which cost her an invite to the royal wedding of William and Kate. As she told Town and Country, "It was always that Diana was portrayed as the saint and I was portrayed as the sinner. Bad Fergie sold an awful lot of papers." And, as The Guardian notes, the Crown has had a turbulent relationship over the decades with the tabloids, so royal family members, and ex-members, making headlines is never good. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave comments and to like and subscribe. Thank you.